Grocery delivery business Instacart, which is going to have the ticker symbol CART, C-A-R-T, is selling 22 million shares in its IPO for $30 a piece. So we have the pricing. Let's get the details now from Bloomberg's IPO reporter, Ryan Gould. So it's the top end of the range, but they didn't boost it any further. Could they have, Ryan?
I think it was certainly a consideration that was on the table. We heard earlier on that they were, considering the 30 a piece. We put out a story, the price out just now, confirming our reporting. But, I think having had such good momentum this past week with ARM, Klaviyo is pricing tomorrow for trading on Wednesday. Perhaps, there is some consideration being given to not wanting too much price sensitivity and being constructive with investors. Probably in this case, 30 at the top of a revised range. Let's not forget it was hiked $2 either side. It's a good result for them, I'm sure.
Ryan, does this combined with, as you mentioned, make something of a renaissance for equity capital markets at this point? Could we see more companies, I should say, coming to market?
Heidi, what we're hearing is that we're not going to see too many people flooding out, rushing out of the gates. It's going to be constructive through the end of this year. Into 2024, after the first quarter results, we could be in a position where once those are audited, we see a few more deals. But what we're hearing from sources is that this is certainly a time that if you're sitting on a premium asset, then why not test the waters? By all means, there are some other names such as Birkenstock that will come. We're expecting probably before the end of the month. But then there will probably only be a small smattering that we see beyond that for Thanksgiving. Certainly, it looks as though the first quarter of 24 could be the period that we're all watching to see as something more robust.
Any trepidation about how ARM traded? Because we saw that massive pop, a 25% pop, but it was down at one point almost 8% today. So the early enthusiasm definitely faded. Yeah,
well, I think it's worth noting that today was the first day that you could trade options for ARM. It has been noted that puts sort of outnumbered calls 2-1. I'd say let's sort of wait and see on that one. I'd be cautious to draw too many threads just after this first day of futures trading. But, I think this has certainly been a good week. This is still with Instacart pricing and Klaviyo pricing tomorrow. This is definitely, still a bellwether moment for IPOs. And I don't want to be the one to say, okay, yeah, this is your time. Let's get out there.